Hey guys, it's your girl Tyra Crush back with another review, and this time it is for the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Hit my subscribe button at the bottom. Okay. Thank you all so much. Let me get into this review. So I just want to first talk about the fact that the ladies are preparing to go to Mexico for Ashley's birthday, which I thought was cute. Ashley, I don't know how old she's turning, but it seems to me that she's getting younger and younger every year. I don't really care for Ashley as a person, but she is one beautiful specimen. I will say that about Ashley. Even though Candace be harping on her forehead, she's still a beautiful girl. So I'm very excited for her to be away from her creepy husband, and maybe find some new meat that's closer to her age, so she can kind of enjoy life a little bit more instead of having, allowing her daddy issues to play out on national TV, because that's basically what it is. So I thought it was cute that she decided to go to Mexico, even though that's a place that her and Michael they went a lot of times. She said at least she's going this time without him, and we see that immediately, Jacqueline and Mia are having issues because Mia's talking to Gordon about it and about the fact that, Jackie's mad at her and this and that. And come to find out it's because, well, let Mia tell it. When they were at Karen's event, Jacqueline's sister, who is Mia's nanny, called Mia asking about Jacqueline, and she's like, well, she's right here, call her. But actually, I think she called Gordon, and Gordon told Mia, and Mia said their mama's right there. And she said that Jacqueline got mad when she said that. I think it's more to it than that. I honestly believe, especially after the blow up once they got to Mexico, because they said they were fighting on the plane, attacking each other's parenting and whatnot. Listen, there is so much more to this story than what these ladies are telling us. Jacqueline, we already know that Gordon helped her get her vehicle, right? And we also know that Mia jokes about Gordon, and Jacqueline's friendship. And, I think when Jacqueline came over, she said something to the effect of course, you want to sit next to Jacqueline. That's fine. And that's her husband. So, that makes her feel away. And then Jacqueline just has nerve enough to be absolutely gorgeous, right? So, I think that's a bit of contention. And you're not going to tell me that Jacqueline has not had sex with Gordon. They are too touchy-feely to each other. And that's just where everything is pointing. And I say that, and I stand on it, because when Mia and Jacqueline got into their rift, she told Jacqueline to keep her legs shut to married men. And then she went to drink her drink, and Jacqueline got up. She said, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. And I was like, and then she was like, and Mia was like, and I was like, because Mia was like, I've never slept with your husband. And one of them said, she didn't say you did. So what's really going on here? Like, what's really going on? Because for her to jump to, I never slept with your husband, as if Mia is the only married person in the world, is crazy to me. So yes, you did. And I think she knew about it. And I think y'all done had threesomes. And I think it's just extra. At this point, you said that you're never going to be her friend again. You just need to tell us everything, Jacqueline. You can tell me. I'll put my email down in the description. You can email me, honey. We can do an interview. Anybody gonna see it? You can get it off your chest. But yeah, so that whole thing, I knew that was coming. It's going to have to come to a head because you can tell that Mia definitely uses her money, over Jacqueline. I can tell that she probably dangles money and experiences in front of Jacqueline's face to keep control of her. That does not surprise me at all because that's all she can do. She can't take Jacqueline's beauty, and Jacqueline, I'm assuming, is just as hood as Mia is, even though Mia tries to put off that she's not hood. Baby, you hood, and it's okay. I'm hood. It's okay to be hood. In fact, I recommend it because if you've got some hood in you and you're intelligent, then you're able to navigate the world a little better than most. Can't just be book smart. So I am anxious to see because I'm sure that's not over with because Jacqueline is still crying. Of course, Candace is trying to be the peacemaker, trying to keep them from fighting. And, everybody else is just kind of watching, because they just love a drama. And I do too. I ain't even going to hold you. I like it much better when it's not as much screaming and somebody throws a blow and then they actually fight. I like to see a fight. I do. I love to see a fight. Now, I don't like to see somebody get jumped. I don't like to see people get physically hurt. Like, I don't like to see a person get bullied, meaning I like to see both of them fighting each other. I don't like to see one fighting one and then the other one never fighting back and doing this. No, I don't like that. But actual fight, altercation, yes, I am absolutely for it. Like if Candace would have been able to, fight Monique back, I would have loved it. But, the way Monique grabbed her and put her head down, it wasn't a whole lot that she could do in that moment. So, I don't know if they'll come to that, but I'm hoping that we get more information on that situation because it's way more to it than what was divulged on this episode. Moving right along. Ashley is just like is she just really that freaky, or do they try to portray her as being that freaky? Because for her to bat everybody a bullet, like, girl, how you just gonna buy something for my hoo-ha? You ain't asked me. I was like, I don't know if she's that doggone sexual for real, but they sure enough try to put her in some type of sexual light at least every other episode. So to me, that's like an overkill. So I don't know if she really is or if that's just part of the character that they're creating for her. But she sure enough put together they gift bags and gave them all a dildo. She's like, you get a dildo and you get a dildo. She's good and crazy, okay? So I thought that was cute. And they gave presents to everybody. And they gave Robin a bride-to-be veil. And I'd be daggone if she didn't go outside and the bride-to-be veil flew right off her head and away. It said, let me go find a head to somebody who's actually going to be married. Because I don't trust you, Robin. I don't think I'm supposed to be on your head. This don't even feel right. And it felt in the wind. I said, oh, that is a sign, Robin. Run, girl, run. I just leave things the way they are. Y'all have already been married before. Y'all don't need to be married right now. What's the point? Y'all been, living together, unmarried for so long. Just leave things the way they are. And just set up your will. Both of y'all set up your will. I don't see why you have to get married, personally. And hopefully you didn't get married before all of this stuff came out. Because Robin, your husband might have been a whole heap of trouble. So I thought that was, interesting. And we did see the tailor come over and size the boys and Juan up for their suits for the wedding. That is supposed to be, I guess, 40 days from when he was there. And she has to find the location and where they're going to get married and everything. So it's going to be a private wedding, just, very intimate. And so I think that's kind of different. Like, I'm really trying to figure out why Bravo wouldn't elect to pay for it. Or do they not want Bravo to pay for it because they don't want people there? I don't know. It's just weird to me. Because it's a wedding that they've been waiting for how long? Some years now, a couple years. And yeah, I don't know. But, good luck to them if that's what they really want to do. I just don't really feel like Juan is into her like that because I really feel like he's into men. And I probably died thinking that. But you know what? I do believe in lie detector tests. So if he ever wanted to take a lie detector test to say that he's never been with a man in any type of sexual way and he passed, I would then say, okay, well, he's not gay. Until then, he's gay. He's gay. Now, let me just elaborate just really quick on the case. And then if you're not aware, Juan is a head basketball coach at a college, at a black, historically black university. And apparently a player on his team was being catfished by this lady, and over a couple of years, basically they were sending pictures back and forth to each other, and eventually she convinced him to have sex with his assistant coach. And then when he goes to, he didn't say anything to the assistant coach. The assistant coach came to him and said that he was being catfished by the same lady, and that we better just do it because we don't want to get in trouble and blah, 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 blah. Dude claimed he was trying to protect the coach or whatever. Well, after they did whatever and it was filmed, the player decided that he wasn't going to deal with the catfish anymore, and the catfish got mad and released the video, all the pictures to all the players and everybody else, embarrassing the boy. And the boy's basically, you know, he had already went to Juan and others, you know, stating what was going on. Juan did nothing. He didn't discipline the coach. He did absolutely nothing. And now they're all being sued. So I hope you did get a prenup. If you did, you know, I really hope you got a prenup. Don't be a fool all your life, Robin. But really, you don't need to be marrying him because, girl, he's not into you like that. The way he was talking to you early this season, you need to get up. It's unattractive. Girl, he don't love you. I said what I said. Okay, so moving right along, I want to go ahead and get into this other little piece of candy. And that candy would be Sharice and Karen falling the freak out. Like, what in the world is going on with them? Like, okay, we've already seen all season long, Karen's been she's been avoiding Sharice like the plague. Sharice acting like she don't know why. I don't believe Sharice. Sharice has zero credibility with me. Why? Because she lied when they called her and asked her, did she have to put hands on, you know, Robin to keep her from attacking Wendy or to stop her from approaching Wendy? And she said, no. I said, you have zero credibility to me. So from now on, anytime something comes up, I don't believe you, Sharice. I don't believe you until somebody else corroborates it that I do believe. And it ain't too many on this show that I absolutely believe. So they can't listen. It was explosive. Karen was basically like, what is your problem? And Sharice was like, what's your problem? Just say that you don't want to be. I'm cool with not being invited to your little events or whatever. Just say you don't want to be my friend. Just say that. And then Karen's like, well, you've been trying to be my friend forever. She's like, girl, please, you've been trying to be my friend. Now, which is it, Sharice? Is she been trying to be your friend or she don't want to be your friend? Which one is it? Because I'm thoroughly confused. Now, Sharice is talking about her father passed away. Well, we know that both Karen's parents passed away. She don't have no parents. So you can't really use that when she's been dealing with the same exact thing, right? So it's a lot. And, you know, Karen got up, told her to keep her mother's name out of her mouth. And this and this and that and that. And Sharice said, I wish you would. I wish you would. And I was like, ooh, I wish you would too, because I want to see what's going to happen. And then here comes Giselle. What in the geriatric situation? Girl, shut up. You ain't that much younger than them. Geriatric. Ain't that nothing? Like, girl, you are delusional. We see all the Botox, all of that in your face, girl. Pitiful. You always want to down somebody and call somebody old or imply that they're old. Like you are a spring chicken. No, you're not. You're older than me, Giselle. And I don't even treat people like that. What in the geriatric situation? Shut up. Slut. No, but we did see that she's having some type of health issue where she's going to have a partial or full hysterectomy because she's got fibroids that won't quit. So bless her heart. And I definitely send my heart out to her and wish her good health. And we're just going to have to wait and see where these storylines go next week. Because, again, it was a lot. I want to see Mia and Jacqueline. You know, I want them to definitely get everything out. Because I want to know what else is really going on. Because I don't believe that's all it is. I don't believe that. Because I believe there's more that they aren't telling us. And, you know, Mia's just like, she's cool with it because I feel like she wants Jacqueline away from her husband. I feel like she wants Jacqueline nowhere near her husband anymore. And honestly, I feel like Gordon is probably at the house having sex with the nanny anyway. I think he done had all three of them. That's just my opinion, and nobody's going to take it from me. That's what I believe because Gordon is a freak, and she knows he's a freak. And that's just that on that. So we'll just see how it all plays out next week. Next week. So again, told you it was quite an episode, right? All right. So if you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you. And if you are not the subscribing type, you know what? You got to the end of this video, and that's more than I could ever ask of you. So thank you. Okay. All right. And that is my $5.02. Peace.